When planning a wedding, you think about the dress, the venue, the decor. But what about the energy of the day? Who's keeping the guests engaged, the program on track, and ensuring every moment feels seamless? That's where a great MC comes in. Your wedding MC isn't just announcing what's next. They set the mood, manage transitions, and make sure there's never a dull moment. But how do you choose the right one? What should you look for? And how do you make sure they bring your vision to life? That's exactly what we're unpacking in today's episode. We're sitting down with an experienced wedding MC who will share the secrets to keeping your big day lively, fun, and unforgettable.
My name is Isabella Adediji. I'm the founder and managing director of Yellow Tamarind Productions, which is a media production and PR company based in Lagos. I'm also known as the Intelligent MC. I love to host events, corporate, social, and everything else in between. And I also am a traditional wedding compere, which is called an Alaga Sisibella, Alaga Oloyinbo, Alaga Tolo, Cambridge. When I'm not on stage, I'm probably in production mode, presenting, producing, coming up with different content ideas. So I'm really excited to be here. This feels like home.
Hi, my name is Olu Afumbi Akiasoye of Dynamis Events. What do I look out for in a wedding MC? In a wedding MC, I believe that you should be somebody that have got a good command of the English language. You should be able to carry people along. You should be somebody that has a good persona. You don't throw jabs at my guests. You don't make jests of them. You should be someone that is well coordinated and people, you can lead people to good vibes. So I think that's the good quality of an MC. You can't be crass at all as a wedding MC.
So the number one quality I look into when hiring an MC is an MC that is very, very versatile. Because the kind of projects that we do, I don't do wedding events, but I would like to just say that most of the weddings that a lot of MC would aspire to do, or be the kind of weddings with high-profile people, right? And you need to know how to speak to that audience. You need to know how to enhance so that you don't go and say the kind of thing that halfway into the event they'll say, please, can he not come back on that stage? Thank you. All right.
What quality am I looking for in an MC? You must be able to carry along the guests, must be able to create a fun affair, and must be decent, as in clean in his scripts.
I would say eloquence, stage presence, ability to capture your audience and keep your audience captivated and involved, engaging, charisma, and having an all-round great personality. Yeah.
When I started out as an MC, it was just an extension of what I love to do, which is to talk, right? Talking on stage, talking off stage, talking in dramas, talking on TV. And over time, I've had to pause and really reflect on my journey as an MC. And I started to think, what do I bring to the table that sets me apart from other MCs? And I realized that three of my core values are intelligence. I come correct. I do my research. I read the room. I don't just take every job as it is. I go the extra mile. And that comes down to intelligence. And I think growing up, going to Cambridge University, people always used to say, Efiko, and for the longest time, I used to run away from that. Oh, you're a nerd, you wear glasses, you're so smart. But then I thought about it that actually, intelligence does set me apart as an MC because people appreciate the extra work it takes to get an A and bringing that into something that people just think, oh, is it not just to talk? So I'll say intelligence. I'll also say charisma. When you go on stage, it's that smile, it's that energy, it's understanding the room and bringing it out. When it's a wedding, it's knowing, okay, what kind of couple am I dealing with and how do I make them enjoy their their day. So that charisma is one of my values. And the last one will be excellence. Whatever is worth doing well, and being excellent at what I do, whether it's holding the microphone for 5 minutes to introduce a guest or engaging the bridesmaids and the groomsmen in a dance-off, it has to be done excellently. So I am the intelligent MC, and I'm embracing what's nerdy, what being unethical is, but making it fun. And I would say that I come with beauty and brains.
Okay, what quality do I look in an MC? Or what quality do I look for in an MC? For me, I like MCs who are spontaneous. If there's one thing I don't like it when MC uses their audience as caricatures, like make jest of their audience or kind of body shame their audience. Be spontaneous, yes, you can throw jokes, you can even joke with your audience, but you should know when not to cross a certain boundary. So I like MCs who are spontaneous.
Before calling an MC, the quality I look into is the content they have on social media and the type of event also. Not all MCs, the MCs for burials are not the same MCs for a corporate event. So I would not call an MC that wastes time or give unexpected jokes. If it's going to be a serious event, then even if it's going to be a comedian, a top notch, I'll say, please strictly go with the flow. And we do not engage in vulgar jokes and all. So I just look at the content they have and what type of event goes for the type of MCs to call.
When a couple is hiring an MC, it is very important that they look at the track record of the MC. So these days, we all put our best foot forward and we curate the content we put on our social media. But a little bit of research doesn't do anybody any harm. The couple can invest time in checking out the growth of the MC, in checking out what else does this MC do that could end up adding or being complementary to the MC experience. So if you have an MC that sings, for example, and you know singing is huge, music is huge, then go for an MC that perhaps can throw in a special number, and that's really great. If you want an MC that could probably double as a comedian, then you look at, oh, I need somebody that is also funny. For me, I think it goes down to what the couple really wants and then their budget, because you might want champagne MC, but you can only afford, let me see, palm wine MC. So for me, it's important that you match the two realities. I want an MC that's a celebrity MC, but can I afford a celebrity MC? And it goes back to what is a nice to have, what is a must have, and what can I just close my eyes on. But yes, looking at the track record of the MC, if possible, can you speak to people who have been at the events that the MC has compared? It could be the introduction, the wedding, the traditional wedding, the cocktail night, because these days it's no longer one wedding again, right? So by the time you speak to people who have experienced that MC, there are certain things they can tell you that did not make it to the gram, that did not make it to their nicely put together PDF with all their work and testimonials. So word of mouth is also very important, your research and your budget.
My name is Lorecta Inaife, Enaclet Limited. I'm from Port Harcourt. Okay, how much will I pay an MC for a wedding? For the kind of skills I feel like an MC is going to bring to the table, there's nothing to actually quantify to say, okay, there's no benchmark to say, okay, this is what I want to pay an MC for a wedding. But for very good MC, I don't think I should be seeing anything less than maybe 250, 500. I don't think so. Because the whole event, the entire event actually rests on the shoulder of the MC. So I think an MC should be paid very well.
How much do I think I can pay an MC for a wedding? For me personally, I won't put a cap on an MC payment. If the MC comes highly recommended, I can go above my budget for that particular wedding.
How much do I think is too much to pay an MC for an event? That is relative, because there is no too much money to pay any vendor for an event. And I really do not think that there's a price to pay, because no two events are the same and no two brands are the same. So if an MC wants to collect this particular amount of money, that is because the brand wants it. So I really don't always say something low about any brand. So there's no too much money to pay any vendor for any event.
How much should I pay an MC for my wedding? So I think it depends on quality and the brand. So for me, I would say there's no specific amount that I can pay an MC. It depends on what I'm looking out for. If I'm looking out for if I'm looking to have a luxury event, so I know that I'm going for high-end brand MCs. So there is no particular figure to it. So I have to decide on what kind of brand and what kind of event I want to do for me to determine the kind of MC I would get for my event.
How much I am willing to pay an MC for a job. So, MC jobs are quite tricky, and I feel like it's actually the next most important job after the planner. So I'm actually willing to pay that person almost as much as the planner, but maybe a little bit less. So I would say, let's say up to $2,000 in dollars, obviously. Yeah, it's not a bad price. $2,000 to even $3,000 for a good MC. It's worth it.
When it comes to the budget for an MC, I'll say it varies, right? I mean, if you're going on a destination wedding, what you're going to pay will be very different if you're just doing it, say, here in Lagos, or you're going out of Lagos. So I'd say for destination weddings, you're looking north of maybe 1,500, 2,000, and that you also cover their expenses, accommodation, flight tickets. So look at what the prevailing rates are abroad. Some MCs in the US command as much as $3,500. In the UK, maybe 1,500 to 2,500 pounds. In Nigeria, the range is so wide. You have people who are doing it for free or close to free. Like, you know what, I just want to do this thing. Just give me anything you can give me. They'll collect 150,000 naira. And then you have others who have built their craft over time. They're celebrities in their own right. And they can charge as much as 2.5 million naira, 3.5 million naira. And then you know the MCs who are leveraging maybe their social media numbers. Is no longer just an MC thing. It's now, okay, I want this popular face at my event. So I'll say it ranges, but on average, you want someone that is going to do a good job. In Nigeria, I think between 1.5 and 2.5, I don't think it's too bad, considering that MCs end up doing more than they're supposed to do because they're the ones putting out the fires. They're the ones who are staying longer. Sometimes you even change things and say, okay, I'm only going to do reception. Next thing, the MC is being a hype man or a hype woman, and it goes beyond maybe the 3 hours you originally discussed to maybe 7 hours. So yes, the higher it goes, the better if you ask me. But yes, if you want a good MC that knows their onions, yes, 1.5, 2.5, 5 million, why not?
Hello, my name is Bukola Oviase of Luxury Rentals by Bere. I also run Manifold Events. What quality do I look into if I'm looking for an MC for an event? I'm looking to see an MC who is very proficient in grammar, who doesn't say jokes that are offensive to the audience, who also researches the client and the audience that is about to engage, also current in what's happening in the country, and also current in things happening. So again, it's giving examples of things that are not out of place. I also want that also very spontaneous, with nice jokes and all. Yeah, so those kind of things I look out for, looking for an MC.
When it comes to advising couples as to what they want for their big day, I love it when they can share references. So as a writer, before I write for a magazine or a blog, write a script, I do my research and I see what is already obtainable. How can we do this better? So I expect at the very least that it's your big day. So you should have been saving some things on Pinterest, on Instagram, on the Wedding Channel Africa, like, oh yes, I love what they did, right? So I would want the couple to come to me with references, like, I love the way this happened, or I love the way the groomsmen and the bridesmaids danced, or you know what, I want to go viral, what can we do? So if they know what they want, or they have an idea of what they don't want, like, you know what, I went for this wedding and over my dead body, it is not going to happen, this must not happen, then that gives me some level of, you know what, I'm going to deliver. Because at the end of the day, what the couple wants might be very different from what the parents want, might be different from what the Ashoebi girls want. So for me, them having references and saying, this is what I want, this is what I don't want, and say, okay, you can come up with something, then yes, I will then work with an agenda. Let's not forget wedding planners. Like, yes, you come to meet your MC and your MC will tell you this is what you should do. But the wedding planner can say, no, this is how we're going to do it, because they are thinking about, okay, food service, they're thinking about managing VVIPs. So I think it's a coming together, but at the heart of it, I want to please the client, which is the couple.
Quality that I look to in an MC, I look forward to it, an MC that can pull the crowd, an MC that can connect with people, because it's not enough to just come and talk and go. People have to be carried along with whatever you're saying. People have to come and experience the MC and not just only the event. So I want people to go back home and say, oh, that event was really nice, the MC did well. And so those are kind of qualities I'm looking for in an MC.
Qualities I look into for an MC. Number one, eloquence. The second thing will be that his experience on the job, or our experience on the job, how long as the MC been in the event space, and the level of what the person can deliver.
The qualities that I'm looking into an MC, that person has to be flexible. Very flexible, because plans change. In the middle of the event, I can be coming to him and being like, you know what, finally, this person is not coming up, this person is replacing this, so the whole plan will change. So you have to really have someone that can think fast and be flexible.
When it comes to weddings, I think as the intelligent MC is to read the room, to be emotionally intelligent, to see all the different fires as they start to brew so that you're able to put them out. Because a lot of things can go wrong, which might not even be the fault of the MC or the couple. You know, it could rain and the place gets flooded and all of a sudden people are not coming, they're coming in late, and then you only have half the room full. What do? Do you pause and wait for the room to be full? Because for the couple, what they're interested in is great content and you don't want to show empty chairs. So based on that, it will be, okay, what did the couple say was success for them? What vibe was the couple going for? And if I see that the things are not playing accordingly, then I adapt. But usually in my consultation with the couple, I would have already thought of plan B, plan C, plan D, plan E, and tried to offer solutions so that we're all on board. So even if I can't get the couple to say, oh, can you sign off on us just holding things, or me playing a game or doing something, at least we've discussed it and they're not surprised. The wedding planner is also not caught off guard. So I think it's a collaborative effort, but being adaptable, emotionally intelligent, reading the room and managing stakeholders is so important.
How much do I think is too much to pay a wedding MC? I feel that for every talent, I can't cap it. If a wedding MC feels that it's worth a certain amount, if it's worth 9 million, if you feel so, if my client is able to, if I'm planning an event, for instance, and my client can pay that much and they want him by all means, then that's fine. For price, it's not about it's about if we can afford what he thinks is worth. And that's the thing. So I can't cap it. We'll pay what we feel is worth. We'll pay him if we think it's worth what he says that is worth.
Interesting. How much is too much to pay an MC? No amount is too much. Oh. There's no amount that is too much. It depends on who the person is, what the person is giving you, where you're getting the person from. And again, back to the other part, what the client wants from this person. So how much is too much? Nothing at all is too much in wanting to pay an MC. If you know what is good, you go for it. So there's nothing much to pay an MC.
What do I think is too much to pay an MC? I don't believe there's any money that's too much. I think that we place value on the value we give. So if an MC is giving great value and demands to get that in return, then really there's nothing too much. So if he's giving a value of 5 million, for instance, and demands that if you feel that value is good enough for you, then yes, why not? You can pay that amount. So it's largely dependent on the value that you're getting for the amount you're paying.
Wedding receptions, wow. Growing up, it was a time when the MC will announce people going to the high table. And then I was probably either the flower girl, balloon girl, little bridesmaid. And for us, it was just to eat food, get souvenirs, and maybe take pictures and play with our friends. That's growing up in the early 90s, mid 90s. Now, fast forward to 2025. Wedding receptions are a huge experience. It's no longer just a wedding reception. The things that happen at wedding receptions, it's like a movie, to be honest, because there are so many services now that are available at weddings. For example, I got married in 2020, and because I did everything in one day, I did the trad in the morning, the church in the afternoon, the reception mid-afternoon, after party, and all in the same venue. So it was important for me to ensure that my guests who were there from morning to night to be able to charge their phones. So at that time in 2020, it was still kind of new where you have a phone charging bar. So maybe in 1995, there was nothing like a phone charging bar. And I think the more people embrace technology, we'll begin to see it in the experience of the wedding reception. Yes, it's about the couple, but it's also about the experience for the guests. It's also about making sure everything is pretty for the gram. We can't run away from social media, the fashion, the content, the souvenirs, the drama. I don't think it's a big, fat Greek wedding. I think it's a big, large, extra large, fat Niger wedding. Like Greece move over, India move over. Niger has got this when it comes to weddings and their receptions.
What quality would I look for in an MC? Now I need someone that carries the guests along, someone that doesn't make a whole lot of noise, someone that has charisma, someone that respects the guests and sees them for who they are, not just anyone that goes to crack random jokes to hurt the clients. No, I'm going out for someone that knows their job, someone that can deliver to the last T.
The ability to carry the guest along, that's guest engagement, and the professionalism, and also the kind of jokes, the kind of wordings that you use during the event is very important. So that's a part of the qualities I look. That's especially the engagement.
Oh, they have to be extremely engaging, very respectful, a bit humorous, and quite passionate about their craft, like focused on excellence.
What quality I'll be looking out for is timeliness and engagement. It has to be engaging such that it can keep the guests on their toe from morning till the end of the wedding.
I'll rather look for somebody who is suitable for my kind of vibes that I want for the event. So I will look at your dressing, I'll look at your exposure, I'll look at your the way you carry the crowd. So if you're suitable for me, then that's fine.
What qualities do I look for in an MC? I'd say branding, for one, professionalism, and audience engagement, actually, because lots of people get bored at events easily. So branding, audience engagement, and professionalism, basically, yes.
Thinking about that memorable experience at a wedding, that's a hard one because, like children, you don't want to have favorites, right? So I would say memorable. I think one thing stood out for me was a wedding, and we're 2 MCs, female MC, male MC, was in Abuja. And it goes back to me saying how it's important to always know what's important for the couple. So I'd spoken to the bride, and the bride was like, look, what's important for me is that my mother is celebrated on my wedding day. Now, this wedding had the past presidents, it had governors, it had VVIPs. I mean, it's Abuja. So there was a lot of protocol at this point. At a point, some protocol people took over the mic. I was like, wait a minute, we are the MCs. That protocol you want to do, we will also do the protocol. So, you know, it was that kind of wedding that so many things were at play. And it would have been so easy for us to just skip to the next thing. Okay, father and daughter dance. They need to go and change into their reception dress or their after party look. But making sure that the bride had that moment with her mother, like stopping everything to say, look, this must happen. I don't care who is here. DJ, you're going to give me good music. Photographers, you're going to capture this moment. You know, the bride was almost even having a bridal malfunction, you know, with her dress. But it was so important that she had that. And I think if it wasn't a woman who saw what that meant, not shade to the guys, I think they might have said, okay, yes, it's a nice to have, but how many weddings do you go to that you see a mom dancing with her daughter? Is usually the opposite. You know, the dad would dance with the daughter. And having that happen, I think, was so important and was so memorable, because I think it was one of the highlights for the bride. And I think in the midst of everything and all the forces at play, she felt heard, she felt seen, and she was able to honor her mother. So that was quite memorable for me. My name is Isabella Adediji. You can catch me on all my social media platforms, Isabella Adediji, not Adeniji, not Adedeji. Please don't help me correct my name. It's Isabella Adediji. I'm also known as the Intelligent MC. I bring intelligence, charisma, excellence to your event, your wedding. I make it really special. I make sure that you get what you want as the MC. I'm also an Alaga, which is a traditional wedding compare. Alaga Sisibella, Alaga Loyibo, Alaga Tolo, Cambridge. Being here on Wedding on a Budget was such a great experience. I'm a TV presenter and producer, and I just loved the intimacy. I loved the research that had gone into the questions. I loved how comfortable I was working with the producer, Fiona, and I really loved how the team just made sure that I had a very wonderful experience here. And I love what the show is doing. I wish I had more information while I was planning my wedding as far back as 2020. And I think having shows like this where you're hearing directly, not from the planner, but you're hearing from the vendor, in this case, the MC in this case, you already as a couple know what to look out for. You have an idea on the prices, you have an idea of trends, and you can make a decision. Not every MC is going to float your boat, and that's okay. There's an MC for everyone, and Wedding on a Budget gives the platform to different vendors across the value chain to make their voices heard and to connect with their intending couples.
And there you have it. The difference between a good wedding and a great one often comes down to the MC. They're the heartbeat of the event, making sure everything flows smoothly while keeping guests entertained and engaged. If you're looking to hire one, remember, experience, personality, and flexibility are key. A great MC doesn't just follow a script. They read the room and bring your vision to life. Until next time, keep planning that dream wedding with the right people by your side. It's still Wedding on a Budget.